Good morning. Welcome to our Backpack Blessing and Summer Camp Sunday. Yeah. Some of the folks here have spent all week with me and our program specialist, Harut Hedge, and our amazing counselors, some of whom have led very fun camp songs. And because so many of you, grown-ups and kids, weren't able to join us, we want to bring camp to you. So we're going to start off this morning by singing a couple camp songs. I invite you to rise as you are able to participate in these songs. These are funny and silly, and I invite you to engage your spirit of play. Some of us access that more often than others. If there are any summer campers who would like to come forward and help me lead these songs, you are very welcome. You do not have to, but you are welcome to. The first song is about polar bears. Do any of you remember the polar bear song? Do you remember it? Okay. We'll sing it together, okay? This is a repeat after me song. 40 years on an iceberg, jumping around with the tide. Nothing to wear but pajamas. Nothing to do but slide. I think it's getting colder. The wind is beginning to bite. I think I will go out and high five 4 polar bears tonight. If more summer campers have come in, you're welcome to come up, or anyone who would like to help me lead this song, anyone of any age. We go again. 40 years on an iceberg, jumping around with the tide. Nothing to wear but pajamas. Nothing to do but slide. I think it's getting colder. The wind is beginning to bite. I think I will go out and high five 3 polar bears tonight. "40 years on an iceberg, jumping around with the tide. Nothing to wear but pajamas. Nothing to do but slide. I think it's getting colder. The wind is beginning to bite. I think I will go out and high five 2 polar bears tonight." "40 years on an iceberg, jumping along with the tide. Nothing to wear but pajamas. Nothing to do but slide. I think it's getting colder. The wind is beginning to bite. I think I will go out and high five myself tonight." Wonderful. Thank you so much. Should we do one more? Yeah. Okay. This one is about jellyfish. That's right, Ari. This one's about jellyfish. It is very silly. So I invite you to really get into it. Maybe give yourself a little space. All right, it goes like this. Almost. All right, we'll start. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Okay, Ari. Wrists together. Begin. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Wrists together. Elbows together. Begin. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Wrists together. Elbows together. Knees together. Begin. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Wrists together. Elbows together. Knees together. Butt out. Begin. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Wrists together. Elbows together. Knees together. Butt out. Tongue out. Delicate, delicate, delicate. Delicate, delicate, delicate. Thank you so much. You can find your seats. You know our bodies can move that way. We're going to have great help like that through our whole worship service today. So if you are a summer camper or you're another kid who wants to come help us out, I'll invite you up at different times throughout our service today, and I hope you'll come help us lead some things, help us teach our grown-ups some things that they might not know. Again, welcome to our worship today at First Universalist Church. We are celebrating summer camp, which just wrapped up on Friday, and it's also our annual backpack blessing, getting ready for folks to restart whatever it is they're starting. For some of us, it's school. Some of us are in different sorts of transitions that are going to happen over the next couple of weeks. So this is a really exciting Sunday. It's something that we do every year. My name is Allison Conley-Vetter. I use she and her pronouns, and I'm the interim director of Children, Youth, and Family Ministries here at First Universalist Church. It has been such a gift to be with so many of our young folks this past week, exploring our Unitarian Universalist shared values. And when I say that our kids have so much wisdom and knowledge, it is so true. I have learned so much this week about how to be a good, ethical person in the world, how to be curious, how to play, how to have fun, how to be a good friend. All of these things I've learned from the about 60 campers and 15 youth staff who have been helping us this past week. It's been really amazing and fun. This morning we're inviting you into pieces of that joy, play, and wisdom. And we're also inviting you into blessing, our annual ritual of blessing the backpacks. This blessing really is to say that even when you leave this physical place, you are not alone, right? What do we say every week? You are not alone. We are holding it together. And what we mean by that is we hold things together here in our sanctuary. We hold things together online in our online worship. But when you are not in this physical space, you can be confident, you can be so sure as you are of anything, that you are not alone, that your First Universalist congregation is with you, is behind you, is supporting you, and will show up for you in real ways. I invite us to let that sink in this moment, this morning, in real time, or in time after this if you're joining us online. And I invite us to take our 3 meaningful on-purpose breaths.
It's so important to have that spaciousness, that grounding, that silence. Like I said, we had about 15 youth counselors this week in grades 9 to 12. And after camp most days, at the beginning of our debrief, we had a 60-second power nap. We just all horizontal for 60 seconds. And that's such important time for both rest, but also to integrate what we have learned and experienced together. And I hope you feel that here, in these moments we share of silence and laughter. At this time, I invite Kate up to light our chalice. We are going to say the words that we say every Sunday, that our children and youth are learning to stay alongside us. And these words are, love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
I'm going to invite our campers forward again, or anybody who wants to. We're going to lead folks in another song, and then we're going to talk about our Unitarian Universalist shared values. And this song is called If Anybody Asks You Who You Are. Do any of you know that song? Yeah. Do any of you know that song? From camp? You know that song too? Oh my gosh, so many people know this song. So we're going to sing this song, and we're going to sing it through a couple times, and then we're going to do something fun, and different people are going to have a special role. Right? It goes like this. If anybody asks you who you are, who you are, who you are. If anybody asks you who you are, what will you tell them? What are you going to tell them? I am made of love. Let's sing that again together. If anybody asks you who you are, who you are, who you are. If anybody asks you who you are, what will you tell them? What are you going to tell them? You're made of love. Okay, does anybody want to go up here? Anybody want us to sing to them specifically? Ari, do you want us to sing to you? All right, everybody say Ari. If anybody asks you who you are, who you are, who you are. Ari, if anybody asks you who you are, what will you tell them? What are you going to tell them, Ari?
I'm made of love.
Ari's made of love. Anybody else? Anybody else up here? Ramona. Okay, Ramona. If anybody asks you who you are, who you are, who you are. If anybody asks you who you are, what will you tell them? What are you going to tell them, Ramona?
I'm made of love.
Ramona's made of love. Thank you. You all can sit right down there. Any other kids and youth, either in summer camp or not, you're welcome to come up and help me with something special that I'm going to do. All right, my friends. So at summer camp this week, we spent a lot of time with one graphic in particular. And it's a graphic of our Unitarian Universalist shared values. And it's a heart. And these are shared values of Unitarian Universalism, which were adopted this past summer at the most recent UUA General Assembly. And now we talked about every single petal on this flower and the middle. If you're just getting here, you're in summer camp, come on up if you want to join us. Oh yeah, I know that Vivian and JoJo can for sure help us out with this. I know. So we talked about, Soraya. So we talked about some of our Unitarian Universalist shared values, and there's one thing at the center, and who knows what was at the center? Yeah, what is it? Love is at the center. Love's at the center of everything we do. It's everything we do in our personal lives. Yeah, Lillian. It's everything we do in our relationships. It's everything we do in this congregation. It's what we do everywhere we are in the world. Love is at the center. So we spent a lot of time on Monday, and what's one way that you know if you love somebody or if somebody loves you? Yeah, Ramona. You can give them hugs. Yes, that's one way to know. What's another way to know if somebody loves you, if you love somebody? Yeah, Ari.
Like family love.
Like family love, yes. Kissy, kissy, absolutely. So the people we love, we kiss. But we didn't just talk about love. Who can remember something else we talked about this week? Yes, Ramona. Transformation. And who knows one thing that transformation is or might remind us of? Harry, you talked about transformation. Do you want to say it again? No. Vivian, do you know what transformation is? Growing and changing. Absolutely. Yes, Elise.
Transformation also means you're growing, but your soul will never change.
That's exactly, we're growing, but our soul will never change. That's exactly true. What's another thing we talked about this week? Who can remember? We talked about a lot of things. Vivian. Equity! We talked about equity, and what does equity mean? Who knows what equity is, or one thing that's like equity? Who can tell me? Yes.
Equity means we have to work and have
Yeah, that is true. Equity can help us have work and fun. It can help us grow. All of those things are true. Tessa, do you have an idea? Changing colors, yes, that's transformation for sure. So equity, we talked about things being fair and equal. Everyone having what they need. Ramona, is that what you were going to say? What were you going to say? Okay, say a different value. Do you remember any of them? Pluralism. Pluralism. That's a big word. Can we all say it together? Pluralism. And what might that mean? What might it mean?
means that pluralism is how we know there's not just one way.
Yes, that is a chant we did this week. Goes like this. Repeat after me. Pluralism is how we say. We know there's not just one right way. That's exactly right, Elise. Who can remember another value that we talked about this week, Carrie? Justice! We talked about justice. And how do we know if something's just? Do you have an idea, Vivian? What's your idea? Yep, making sure you're not lying. Absolutely. Being kind to each other. Yes, Elise.
This means like black people who were not treated well, now they're starting to be allowed.
That's right. Justice means we're working on our racial justice. We're always working to become more racially just in relationship. All right, there are two more. We've really rocked this. Two more. Yes, Vivian. Generosity. And what does it mean to be generous, Ramona? You give somebody something. Ari.
It's like Christmas when Santa Claus gives you presents.
It's like Christmas when Santa Claus gives you presents. Yeah, Santa, very generous man. Okay, I'll come back to you. Elise.
Generosity also is his long term for generous.
Is a long term for, oh yeah, generosity is the long word of generous. That's exactly right. Okay, and Ramona knows the last one. What's the last one? Interdependence. It is. And what does that mean for us? What does it mean to be interdependent? What does that mean to be interdependent? Anybody? Sammy. Help one another. Can we do anything on our own? No, we can't do anything on our own. We need what? We need friends. We need friends. We need each other. Amazing. You all have done an amazing job. Can we give them a hand? They explained this whole graphic to us. This whole graphic to us. Can I ask just a show of hands, who understands our shared values more now than they did 7.5 minutes ago? Yeah, I know I do. We got some great, helpful explainers up here. And I am so grateful. Did any of you have a good time at camp this week? Any of you? Yeah, I had a lot of fun at camp. Tessa did too. We all had a lot of fun at camp. I am going to send you all back to your families. I will invite you back up later to teach some more songs. Thank you so much for everything you've helped us learn.
So adults, when we take a look at these shared values, right? When I look at these and I think about Unitarian Universalism, I think these shared values really aren't that new to us at all, even though this is a new way of saying them, right? I mean, love at the center, come on, we're Universalists. Love has been at the center, love that knows no bounds for over 160 years for us here in this church. And this particular articulation of these shared values, it's new to our shared faith as Unitarian Universalists around the world, but Unitarian Universalism is an iterative faith. It's a faith where we say revelation is not sealed, where new things are being revealed to us all the time as we learn and grow and as we adapt and live in the context in which we live. So the last time we had a major revision of the language of our shared faith was in 1987. 1987. It was time, friends. It was time. And these new shared values come out of a years-long process of listening and work by folks in our own congregation, folks like Satya Mamdani and the Reverend Meg Riley and the whole Article 2 Commission, where they listened and worked together with folks all over the country and world in Unitarian Universalism, and they have found a way to honor our past principles and traditions with new language and an expression that meets this moment. So with love at the center, we put our faith into action as we strive to live in ways that foster interdependence and equity, pluralism and justice, generosity and transformation. Now, pluralism, we heard a little bit about that from our kids earlier. Pluralism in particular means that we are always growing in our respect and appreciation of the vibrant and important differences that are among us. We don't care for each other despite our differences. We care for each other and learn about each other because it is good and exciting and interesting, and we each bring our own unique particularities that this world and our relationships need. We need to keep learning how to say yes and to each other and to ourselves as we learn more about ourselves. I think we've got an improv game maybe we're going to play about that. Maybe. That might happen next.
Let's make it up. Let's make it up. Come on. I'm hilarious, y'all. Once upon a time, there was a person named The person had a lot of names. I heard the person's name was John. I heard Riley, I thought, and then I heard, what else? Maya. Ah, yes. The person went by Maya. I was a person of many names, but they went by Maya. And one day, Maya came upon a church that had a graphic up still on the slides. And the slide, and there was a flower. Yes, indeed. And the graphic was still up and shining bright. Well, one day Maya went down the street and came upon a magnificent garden. And that garden was just to the right, full of flowers. And that one flower that was shining on the right, led, its petals, each had a name on them inscribed. Maya could tell this was a map. And so Maya started following the map. The first step down this map said to turn right on Interdependence Boulevard. Interdependence Boulevard. Well, there Maya went, down Interdependence Boulevard, and turned right. And Maya knew that she had come to Interdependence Boulevard because she saw... Yes! Yes! She knew she was on Interdependence Boulevard because she saw a McDonald's. And it had all her friends friends in it, and they were feeding one another at this McDonald's. Yes, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, well, one pedal had been read, and then now it's time to follow the map again. So the next one says to turn left on Justice Avenue. Well, we go walking past streets and streets, and this is definitely Justice Avenue. There's not even a sign, but I know that it's Justice Avenue because I saw a cow. Yes! Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Okay, yes. I saw a cow. And that cow was organizing its friend cows into a milk workers union, and all of them had gotten together to make sure that their rights were protected while they were giving milk to the world. And then the flower quickly said, "Get off this road." And the next next direction was to go down, and you'll know that you have come to the end of the road, and just to your left, you'll see Equity Street. And sure enough, we got to Equity Street, and I know that I'm on Equity Street because I heard a what? I heard a hot dog. I heard also veggie dogs. There were hot dogs and veggie dogs, and I could hear them. I could hear them on the grill, right? I could hear them singing. They were singing. They were singing. Yes, they were freshly cooked, and they were singing. And I knew that that was Equity Street because there were hundreds of them, and there were hundreds of them waiting for everyone who needed food. Everyone who needed food was able to eat, and the people who already had food for themselves were waiting, and they were serving those who did not. We made sure on Equity Street that the folks who needed to be fed were fed first and fed well, and only until that moment did we know that everything was all right. Well, we traveled, and there were 3 more streets. The next one was Generosity Parkway, yes, Generosity Parkway, and we knew we had gotten to Generosity Parkway when we smelled the aroma of we smelled the aroma of a snowman. The crisp aroma of a snowman told us that we were on Generosity Parkway. It was not even winter. How did this snowman showed up? It was Olaf. Of course it was. Of course it was. This was of course the leftover snow from all the snow cones that were given away on Generosity Parkway. That were given away freely, yes. And then we found our way to Pluralism Plaza, that's right. And on Pluralism Plaza, we knew we were there because we could hear the sound of a cat. Yes, we could hear the sound of a cat. Yes, and a dog, and a what? And a baby cat, and an eagle, yes, we saw all kinds of animals together, and they were all making their own sounds, and they were all singing their own songs, even if that song was or bah. They all got to share in their voice, and we finally came to the last one. It was Transformation Boulevard. Yes. Transformation Boulevard, and we knew we had arrived there when we could see we could see young people shouting their words. We knew we were on Transformation Boulevard because we saw the most beautiful rainbow. In fact, it was a double rainbow, I think it was. Yes. And then on Transformation Boulevard, it was always a rainbow that wound its way up at the end of the road. Because the rain was constantly working with the sun, was constantly working with the air. There was always this transformation. There was always this change. And so Maya followed the rainbow. Yes, Maya followed the rainbow until she found not the rainbow, but love right in the center of that rainbow. And she never forgot that flower. She never forgot all of the lessons that she had learned by traveling the road that led to love. The end.
Whew, so much wisdom, so much creativity together. Let's take a moment to settle down. I'm going to shake it out a little bit. Take a moment, maybe to notice where your body is in space, maybe to feel your feet on the floor or your body in the pew or wherever you are at home. Take a moment for some deeper breaths than usual.
I asked for prayers for my brother, Steve. He's got Parkinson's. He lives over in Ohio. And I haven't seen him for many, many years.
Let us say together, you are not alone. We are holding it together for Steve. In this space, we remember each of us, ourselves, each other, everyone we have never met yet, is whole and holy, welcome and wanted. Each of us worthy, each of us people that matter, that here together in this community, we hold the joys and sorrows, the challenges, the gifts that are a part of life for each of us. We open this space for sharing just a sentence or so, maybe even just a word or two, about what is on your heart today. And then we will respond by saying together, you are not alone. We are holding it together. Love for all the teachers preparing for their return to the classrooms. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For the courage to choose yourself every day. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For the curiosity of kids. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For all the children living in violence, famine, and war. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For Lilia, who's moving to college in Connecticut this week. You are not alone. we are holding it together. For the kids who are scared to go to preschool and all school, you are not alone. We are holding it together. For leaders who have the power to choose peace, you are not alone. We are holding it together. For Dan's wife, who was scared when he was lost on a long bicycle ride. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Carol, for your sister who's hospitalized with stage 4 cancer. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For families, trauma. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For every single person suffering in silence, you are not alone. We are holding it together. For all of those who miss their parents, you are not alone. We are holding it together. To all that's been named, to all that we're holding in our hearts, we add that we are sending our love and care to Margie Smith as she prepares for surgery tomorrow. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Our thoughts are with Jeff Snyder and his whole extended family on the death of Jeff's mom, Shirley. Shirley slipped away peacefully in her sleep on August 23rd, just weeks shy of her 100th birthday. And she leaves a legacy of curiosity and kindness and humor and joy. May Jeff and his whole family take comfort in the words of our minister emeritus, the Reverend John Cummins, who said, "There is but one place where time and death have no dominion, and that place is love." You are not alone. We are holding it together. Together we pray that the weight of oppression might be lightened, that the grip of addiction might be loosened, that grief might be shared and joy might break through, and that love might make every suffering bearable for us all. May it be so. Amen. And let's sing our prayer.
Good morning, beloveds. My name is Ashley. I'm one of the ministers among you, and campers who would like to help us lead the next section of worship, will you come forward again, please? Hang out with Allison. So these are just a few of the 60 60 campers we had this week. I am pretty sure that is double what we had last year. And there were 15 counselors making that happen, and so many volunteers from our community who came in to teach and play and join us to make this camp extraordinary. We have a commitment here to make sure camp is accessible to everyone, which means we ask for a donation, but it is not required. And this morning's offering goes to the Scholarship Fund to support our campers that just went through this incredible experience together. So we invite you to give boldly and generously so that we can make sure that camp is always available. And we also remind you that giving is always a two-way street. For many of us, the ability to give is the easier spiritual practice. The ability to receive when we need care and support is so much harder. We remind you that you can talk to any of the ministers here if this is a time when you need to practice receiving financial care, and we will make that happen. Or you can email us, and I will put my email online in the chat. Let us receive our morning offering.
What you're grateful for, folks. Shout it out. Nice. Okay, in the morning. In the morning. In the morning. Gratitude. And at noon. Gratitude. In the evening. Gratitude. And at bedtime. Peace in the spring. In the spring. What are you grateful for?
Happy Dog Daddy.
What are you grateful for? In the morning, gratitude. And at noon, gratitude. In the evening, gratitude. And at bedtime, peace in the spring, gratitude, and in summer, gratitude, in the fall, gratitude, and in winter, peace. Thank you, campers. You can go back to your families.
So, my friends, we offer a special blessing this morning, a blessing for all of our children and youth, for their parents and grandparents and chosen family, for all of our teachers and assistants, for the bus drivers, our cafeteria and building and office staff, for students of every age and stage, for everyone who is heading off to school tomorrow or very soon, and for all of us, human beings in this world in need of community and connection. We are going to share this blessing by blessing our backpacks and our bags. We carry bags with us throughout the weeks for so many reasons. To school, to carrying lunches to school or work, taking computers or other supplies to the places we work. Some kids carry overnight bags from one parent's house to another parent's house and back again. Some people bring things like books or knitting needles and yarn to places where they might need to wait patiently. And some people even have special bags for their medicine or for dogs and other animals. Now, if you are a kid or a tween or a teen, I invite you to do something very special. I want you to put on your backpacks if you have one, or hold up your bags if you have one, and I want you to stand up on your pew. Now, your adults may tell you to never stand on the pews in church, and usually you should believe them and agree with them. But right now, you get to stand on your pew.
All right, now all of us, I want us to find a way to look around the room if you can. Maybe it's turn around, maybe it's turn your head, maybe it's just take it all in. Look in front of you and behind you and right and left. Look at the folks upstairs in the choir, up there in the balcony. All of these faces looking up at you. There are people you know, people you don't know. And I want you, especially everybody that's standing on these pews, I want you to know that all of these people care about you, even if you've never met them, and that they're going to be with you on the bus and in the hallway, in the lunchroom and on the playground, in your classrooms, at your kitchen table. They're going to be with you, each and every one of them, and everybody who's online too. You're not going to be alone. They're going to be with you now and always. So take a look around and memorize this moment and all of these people that are with you so you can come back to it if you need it.
And now, let us do this thing we do now where we warm up our blessing hands. And we raise them towards all the humans we are blessing and their backpacks. Dear ones, kids and teens and adults of all ages, even when you are away from First Universalist Church, you carry the heart of Unitarian Universalism with you wherever you go. Today we bless these bags that accompany us on the journey. We bless this bag in the name of interdependence. May we always feel connected to our church community, feel connected to Unitarian Universalist faith, and connected to our grand universe.
We bless your bags in the name of pluralism, remembering to honor and respect everybody for who they are in all of their differences.
We bless these bags in the name of justice. May we always remember to act based on our values, looking out for one another and including everyone in decision making.
We bless these bags in the name of transformation, of growth and transformation, becoming yourselves more and more every day, embracing new ideas and learning.
We bless these bags in the name of generosity. May we both experience the generosity of our community and remember to be generous with others.
We bless these bags in the name of equity, remembering that we are all inherently worthy and that all of us have the right to flourish.
And we bless these bags in the name of love. May you always remember that you are loved here at First Universalist Church. May you remember to love yourself and to love each other. May you keep love at the center of all you do.
So we have some stickers, friends. They say something special on them. They say, "You are not alone. We are holding it together. These stickers are to remind you of the support of this community when times are hard, when school or work or family makes you sad or angry or overwhelmed. Touch or look at this sticker and remember that you can rely on this church and our shared values. This sticker says what we say every Sunday at church. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Mine's on my coffee mug that I carry around. Who knows where you'll put yours? Your bag might not look any different or feel any different, but the next time you use your bag or your water bottle, remember that we've added our blessings. And as you pack your bags with all the tools you need to do your daily work, think about the blessings and values you bring with you from our church.
Now, if you are a kid or a teen or an adult heading back to school in any way, or simply maybe you're a human in our community who wants to remember that we are all connected, I'm going to invite us to come down and make our way up front to gather these stickers, if you like. And so the way we're going to do this is, as usual, we go, where do we go? Down the outside, up and around and back up the middle, okay? So you'll make your way out of your pews, come down the outside rows, come through the middle, get your sticker, head back up to your seats. If you want us to bring a sticker to you for any reason, just wave your hand, we'll come for you. And let's do it. Let's go.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary.
we carry one another wherever we go. May these stickers and this blessing be a reminder of the many, many ways we carry each other in our hearts. Our service is just about to come to an end, but I want to make a special invitation. If you are new or newish to First Universalist, we'll be having a place to start after the service. This is an opportunity I think Robert Kimball is leading today. We'll meet right up here after the service for a brief, 45-minute conversation, find out a bit more about the church and about you, and just a chance to get connected at First Universalist. So if you're new or newish, come on up here for a place to start after the service. And next Sunday, something different is happening. That different thing is we are not having a worship service next Sunday. We are encouraging each other to rest and pause and make some space for imagination. And then we will be back on September 8th at 9 and 11 for water communion. So we'll be back to 2 services starting on September 8th. Bring some water from somewhere that matters to you, or we'll have some for you, and we'll gather together 9 and 11, September 8th.
And now, for the last time this service, but certainly not the last time, I invite our campers back forward to help us lead our closing song, which is Go On Your Way in Peace. And as our campers come forward, I'm going to invite us to, I might ask our campers to help us with our benediction. Campers, can you tell me something that you need or that you're feeling as you go back to school, a blessing you might need? Some people are scared. We need a blessing for courage.
Scared, sort of-ish.
Yeah, scared, sort of-ish. We need a blessing for courage, sort of-ish. What else? What else do we need? Nervous, yeah. We need some friends to help us be less nervous. We're trying to be happy. We need support in being happy. So for all of this, we bless not only these campers, but also all of you who might also be scared or scared-ish, who might be nervous, who might need a friend, who might need some support in being happy. We remember that what we need when we are 5 or 7 or 9 is what we need all the time as adults of any age, as kids and youth of any age. We ask for the curiosity of these children. May we always be open, learning, growing, and being honest with ourselves and one another about the ways that we can best show up for one another and for our community. And may you go on your way in peace. Yeah, stand up if you want. Peace. And shine that light, a light inside you. Go on your way in peace. The world is waiting for the hope of another day. She will carry you safely through the stumbles and the falls on your way. Just remember that I'm loving you, that's right. And you're loving me, that's right. Won't you go on your way now? Time, what you've got a light inside you. Go on your way in peace. And what? Why don't shine that light, a light inside you. Go on your way in peace. The world is waiting for what? For the hope of another day. She will carry you safely through what? Through the stumbles and the falls on your way. Just remember that I'm loving you. And what? And you're loving me. So what? Go in peace. You can go find your corner.
He was